Hello, I am Muhammad Tabis Sami. I am a graduate electrical engineer. Currently, I am enrolled in Data Science and AI Bootcamp at AtomCamp. In this bootcamp, we had two modules. One was for data analysis and the second one for data science and AI itself. In data analysis module, I have learned and executed multiple industrial projects using Excel, Power BI, SQL, and QGIS. In data science and AI module, I have implemented multiple projects in machine learning, deep learning, including artificial neural networks, convolution neural networks. Currently, we are proceeding to the natural language processing module. I'm going to present few of my projects for data analysis, machine learning, deep learning to show my domain expertise and knowledge. I worked for a portfolio project to develop a weekly sales dashboard for a chain of departmental stores. The main perspective of this case study was to develop a Power BI dashboard for a chain of departmental stores so it can automate things and show the actionable insights from our raw data. After pre-processing, I normalized the datasets and developed a new table, a dim date or calendar table for time intelligence operations. So this modeling is basically a star schema based modeling. So the first thing was to develop the KPIs or key performance indicators. The first one is of total sales, which shows that the total sales for both year is 4.45 billion. The next thing was to analyze the net sales performance over time. So as I have previously mentioned, the data was for 2 years, 2011 and 2012. So currently we were in the month of October. So as the number of sales have increased for this year, the pattern ahead shows us that for November and December, the sales are going to increase due to the seasonality factor. The next project was to develop a machine learning model to detect whether a patient, based on his certain clinical condition, may have a heart failure or not. So the target variable was death event, and all other variables or features were independent variable. We have imported all of the libraries such as pandas for data manipulation, numpy for numerical computations, matplotlib and CEBS for data visualization. Then we look deep into the dataset such as general information. df.describe, we explore the statistical information of. By this information, we can conclude whether our feature is skewed or not. Then we checked out the duplicate values and handle the duplicate values. Afterwards, we handle the missing values. So here is the distribution plot for all the numerical features. Perform the stats.skew test. If skewness is less than -1 or skewness is greater than 1, then the feature will be showed as skewed with its magnitude, or else it will be showed that the feature is not skewed. Afterwards, we plotted the box plot. The box plot tells us whether a feature has outliers present in it or not, whether it can be in upper bound or a lower bound. To treat outliers, we use the score method. We use the quantile based meaning to reduce the, so we can see the data distribution has been improved. Afterwards, we have applied the feature scaling such as standardization to scale down the ranges of feature. Now we can see that all of our features are scaled down to train the model. Firstly, we have made the XY variables, Then we import the train test split to split the data set into train and test set. Our test site was 20% and random state or seed was 42. We used multiple machine learning algorithms for this binary classification problem, such as decision tree classifier, random forest, support vector machine, k nearest neighbors, logistic regression, and out of which our support vector machine had highest accuracy at 93.8%. To improve the accuracy, we used hyperparameter tuning using grid search CV. Our final model had accuracy increased by 2.1% from 93.8% to 95.9%. And we have plotted the classification report where overall F1 score for both classes are above 90. The next project was to build a convolutional neural network for image identification problem to classify whether the picture is of cats or dogs. So this is also the binary classification problem, and currently I am working on this project. We have imported the images from local drive, and then we check the type, shape of the images. We transform the BGR channel to RGB. Afterwards, we have used data augmentation to generate the images, and for this particular task we have used image data generator. Now we can see that our images have been generated. Afterwards, we have set a pipeline for our dataset, as the dataset was large, 120k images. So we have created the CNN model. These are our convolution layers. Convolution layers or kernel filters are used to extract the useful information. These pooling layers are used to extract the high intensity information from the images. Afterwards, we have transformed the 2D array to 1D array using flatten, and then we have developed our standard neural network. Standard neural network, we have used dropout. Dropout is a regularization technique. Dropout is a regularization technique that drops the randomly selected neurons during training. For output layer, as it was a binary classification problem, we have used one neuron, and the activation function was sigmoid, that is used for binary classification problem. Afterwards, we have compiled the model using .compile. So here our model is being trained. Epochs is 200. Here we can see that the model is getting trained, as this is an ongoing project. Model architecture is here, and we have previously evaluated the model, so our accuracy was about 77.78%. And here we have plotted the model learning curve. As we can see that our both the training and validation loss are converging over here, and our accuracy is also converging for both, but still the model is updating the weight. And after the model is trained, we are going to execute it by predicting the model. Then we will draw the classification report and check the F1 score. So this is an ongoing project. Thanks for watching. I have briefly introduced myself along with the demonstration on few projects of Power BI, machine learning and deep learning. My affinity for data science and AI sets me apart. I am highly motivated to join the Cloud Enterprise Business Solution internship opportunity for data engineer and to contribute to its team.